What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Transfer Talk. Today we're going to be discussing Ciaran Clark, Mamadou Sakho, Jason Knight and more. But if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and let's get into it. So the first player that we'll be talking about is Ciaran Clark from Newcastle United, who have begun talks with the Crystal Palace target over a new deal. The Magpies boss Steve Bruce is keen to keep him, according to The Athletic. I feel like this is just agent talk because Crystal Palace, yes, we have shown interest according to The Athletic, but then again, Newcastle are offering him a new contract. So I expect this of his agent to include Palace there so he gets the best deal possible. And, you know, he is turning 32 this year. So on that reason alone, it makes no sense for Palace to go and get him. Right now, if Sakho was to leave, we've got other options in defence. We've seen it this season. Sakho hasn't really played as much. And I know we have struggled defensively, but it's not like we will have a massive hole in defence if Sakho was to leave. And I would prefer it if we went out there and got younger defenders. And I understand that everything is not going to be as straightforward as that. You can't just go out there and get whoever you want, because at the end of the day, we are Crystal Palace. We haven't got all the money to spend, and I understand that. But we can't just go out there and keep getting players who add not that much value to the squad. Like, I wouldn't mind Ciaran Clark as a defender at the club, but in terms of his age, you know, what can you sell him on for? We need to go and get younger players at the club. And if we can't, let's just wait for the right opportunity to arise. Because if Sakho was to leave, I still feel like we've got enough players in the squad. But let me know what you guys think. Ciaran Clark is rumoured to join, not rumoured to join, is rumoured to have interest from Palace. But I believe that it's just agent talk, and fingers crossed it is, because I feel like we need to target younger players. So according to the Mirror, Crystal Palace and West Ham have joined the race for rising Derby star Jason Knight. The midfielder, only 19 years old, is at the centre of a three-way Premier League tug-of-war this January transfer window. He just signed a contract, he signed a contract extension this time last year, which keeps him at Derby until the summer of 2023. So Jason Knight has scored 2 goals in 22 appearances for Derby this season, only 19 years old, which is a massive plus, and is a midfielder which we do need to strengthen, because let's be honest, Maka isn't going to be able to play week in, week out and do the same role for Palace. He's turning 34 this year, which sounds crazy, and I'm not too sure how long he's been at the club. It seems like he's been at the club for ages as well. So we need to find a replacement, because we can't expect him to start every week and do the same role for Palace, Maka. So this is where things get interesting, though, because we have got Jairo Riedewald at the club. And if he can't get into the side when playing good, then is there a chance of Jason Knight being able to come into the starting 11 with Roy as our manager? In all honesty, I'm not too sure, because we know it. He prefers the more experienced players. So it is going to be hard to go and pursue him and maybe convince him to join Palace unless we offer him a good package. Because, as I said, West Ham are involved as well in the report. So Jairo can't get in. If Jason Knight can't be promised first team football, then of course he'll go to another club. But then again, we know that there's a big chance of Roy potentially leaving the club at the end of the season. So if he was to get Knight, it would be a good addition. But then again, there has to be a lot of convincing to do. Let me know what you guys think about the midfield situation. Do we need younger players? I think we do. And is Jason Knight the right man? It will be a risk, but it's a risk worth taking. But then again, I'm not too sure if he will be convinced unless we offer him regular first-team football. We talked about Sakho in the last episode, and we're back at it again with a report from Foot Mercato suggesting that Nice are looking to sign a player who offers experience and quality, as they see Sakho as the perfect fit for their demands. They see the Frenchman as a safe bet, even though the defender hasn't been a regular for Palace this season. So, Mama was linked with West Brom a couple days ago, and now it seems like Nice are interested after him, but I'm pretty sure this is not going to be the last rumours of Sakho. It's obvious that Palace are willing to let him go, but Nice does suit him in a way, because of course he's French. Going back to France might be one of the key factors in this. Does he want to move back home? However, they just got a player from Arsenal, Saliba. So are they still interested in Sakho? I'm not too sure. So we'll see what happens with this one. He was linked with West Brom. Nice would have been an interesting one because he goes back home. As I said, it won't be the last time we'll be talking about Sakho. There'll be more rumours, I guarantee it. So the final rumour is on QPR goalkeeper Seny Dieng. So first of all, there are reports out there suggesting that Palace were linked with a January move for the goalkeeper. However, London News Online later on reported that the goalkeeping position is not a priority for Palace. We've got Vicente as a first choice, and they also added Jack Butland from Stoke. Just thought I'll mention it, as the rumours were out there suggesting that we were after the goalkeeper from QPR, but it seemed like it's a load of rubbish because we've got Vicente and we've got Jack Butland, so we don't really need to spend on the third choice goalkeeper, which makes sense. So, it's a load of rubbish. So we're not after this goalkeeper from QPR. But that's it for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. As I said, leave a like and subscribe, and also look out for future content as well, because there'll be an opposition preview dropping as I'll be talking to Wolves fan ahead of the FA Cup tie against them on Friday night. And until next time, up the Palace.